Hello.
Jenny, how are you? Hey, everybody. Hey,
It's so nice
guys.
to see you. How are you not exhausted because you work full time, you have kids, your family, and music is just crazy for you at the minute?
Yeah,
I
look,
don't
it's
know.
I mean, I love doing what I'm doing. I'm passionate about it, and when you do something that you love, you just do it as much as you can, I suppose. So, yeah, I mean, I've got probably 4 or 5 lives in one, but I make the most of my time, and yeah, I
Yeah,
love it.
it's so good. I agree. I think if you're doing something you love, even on the days that it's hard, it's still bearable and you still want to do it, don't you?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
really sorry. That was the cat. He just knocked the computer. I didn't even see him in the room. He's he just is being naughty because he hasn't
Hey,
had enough caffeine.
Kaz.
Hi, Cass. Now, how are you doing, Cass? Because I know you haven't been 100%. Let us know how you're feeling. Yeah, so I know a lot of people probably don't know that James and I do work a lot together outside of the field, and I get to see how much effort you're putting into your music and your career and how much you've been working on songwriting and vocals and sound. And it's so good. When we first had you on the show, to be coming up to 12 months, I reckon, since we
Yeah, very
first had
close.
you. And to see you then and to see you now, I always get to love that one of the things we do here at Country Kickback is get to follow your career. But it's even more exciting because we get to follow yours from the very beginning right through. And tell us what the year has been like for you, because I don't know if it has turned out how you thought it would, but it's kind of gone from strength to strength from watching you.
Yeah, look, it's I mean, like honestly, this time last year I wasn't even an artist. Had an album and I was in another band with my brother Robbie, and literally I had to do these songs by myself if I wanted to, them to
Yeah.
be heard. So, no singing lessons back then, no training, just went in the studio and did it pretty raw, and then yeah, basically a year later, and this is my
Yeah.
fourth single. G'day, Alan. Yeah,
Hi, Alan.
four singles come out, and this is a really special one actually. This is about my family and growing up in a small town in Orange in New South Wales. But yeah, look, Danny, this you talked about before. Like I love music. I've loved it since I was 8 years old, playing the guitar, and now that I've had my kids and I've got a good landscaping business, and now all I want to do is just when I'm not with the kids, obviously, is just play music, and I love it, and it's just I'm very very passionate about it, and I love writing positive messages in
Yes.
music, and
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff. So look, I just you're never too old for music, which is good. And I love performing. I love writing. I love meeting people, and
Yeah.
music does a lot.
I love that point. You're never too old for music, and it's right. It just goes with you. But I have to say, I have a bit of a habit of your first single and Life is Good Today. Every time I say that to someone, I realize what I'm saying and where I've got it from. I'm like, oh, you should listen to that. It's like, oh, life is good today. I'm having a good day. Oh, you should listen to this.
Yeah.
Jump in.
Honestly, yeah, look. So that where that story came from is I never liked country music. I was always rock. Play the guitar from a young kid, and I went to Nashville in 2011, and I heard this song, and honestly, it's the first time I ever listened to lyrics in a song and actually understood what they were saying.
Yeah.
And it was Toes by Zach Brown Band, and
Yeah.
they have the line "Life is good today" in it. So this kind of the debut single and album, which comes out in
Very
February
soon.
next year, is really a testament and a thank you to Zach Brown Band for getting me into country. So and
I hope
also
we
it's just
can
such
make
a
that happen.
beautiful message, and yeah,
Yes. Absolutely.
it's just a good saying, and I got merch with "Life is good today," and it's
Yes.
on the back of my car,
I
and
have a
holders, and
t-shirt.
it just like
It's great.
yeah,
It's
you got one.
yeah, the bright orange, just little writing, but it's enough to people because of the color and what it just draws people in. It's so positive. I
Yeah,
like your one a lot.
it's I get lots of messages going, man, I just love that song. I love how positive you are, and just you can draw little positives from anything in life, and you really can. That's the
Yeah.
message of that song. So, I'm a positive person, and I love spreading positivity and love and energy
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's a cool
Yep.
song. Go
It
and
is
check it out if you haven't heard it.
a great way to hit the market, and I think definitely you hit it pretty hard with that song coming out. But since then, you've released Say I Do. You've released oh gosh, where am I thinking? No,
No,
no hero.
no hero.
Now we're up to, what are we up to now? This Town. My brain has just gone blank on what order you released them in. But you've gone from strength to strength with each of those songs. But one thing I've really noticed with the way that you've chosen to release them is we're hearing a bit of a different side of you in each of those lyrics and in yourself. When you recorded this album, I know that you weren't even sure like how it was going to get to the world. Was that something that you thought of then, or is that something you've thought of as the time has unfolded being an artist?
No, so as I wrote this album, as I said, I didn't expect anybody to hear it. I went through a really tough period of my life 3 years ago, and it was just one of my goals. I set myself some goals, and write an album was one of them. And basically, like this album, and I've put a lot of thought into the album as an actual album. Not just songs that are put together. Like this actually tells a story. This album, and yeah. So if when you do get a chance to get the album out, it kind of, in a sense, follows my life a little bit. Starts with life is good today, and then the second song is about growing up. So it goes back to the start, growing up, and then a few songs in there when I was a kid, and then so midway through the album, it's kind of like then you transition into like a love story, and then getting married, and Insane.
I love that.
My mate Cameron got engaged, and then the follow-up song to that part 2 is I actually sang it there at their first dance for their wedding, and that video is coming out next month as well too. So, and then kind of follows into then there's a song about my kids later on in the album, and then kind of like towards the end, it's So there's a real, it's a traditional album where there's a real thought process, and the songs linked together in a cool way as well. So I'm really, really excited to kind of. I mean, I've been sitting on this for about a year and a half now, so I can't wait to get it.
I know. It feels, it's gone quickly though. I remember thinking about it and thinking, geez, a whole nother year. Like it felt like forever.
I know. I've been. Yeah, I can't wait to get it out there, and I'm already working on the second project, but I've got this first one that's coming out. It's great. Honestly, it's a really good start for me anyway, and
it's a really good story.
I've learned so much in the last year as well. Meeting you and Natalie and Jules and some powerful women in the industry and other artists as well, and co-writes and all that. So it's been a really big year, big growth year, and I'm really, really enjoying writing music and performing it as well.
Oh, and you are so comfortable on that stage too. Like it's
I love it.
And it is. You're taken to a different world when you're on that stage.
It is. It's just like, I put it down this. I feel alive when I'm on stage, and that's what I always say. Like I just feel like I've played rugby league my whole life, and I put it down to, honestly, when you play in front of a big crowd, it's just like you're winning, like you've won a grand final. That's the kind of feeling. It's incredible. So I definitely chase it as much as I can.
You can win a grand final every weekend. It's fantastic.
That's it.
And Kaz just said, that she's looking forward to reviewing your new album when it comes out. Yes. I can't wait to read that review, Kaz. I've been watching James sit on this album for a long time, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts when you listen to it. It'll be great fun to read, actually.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about the current single, This Town. Tell us a little bit about the song, and then the film clip as you went into, because the film clip is really beautiful.
It's great.
Tell us about it.
So basically this song, when I started writing the album, I just said, just thought it'd be great to kind of reminisce and basically take a trip down memory lane and write a song about it. So it's called This Town, and it's about me and my 4 brothers, one of 5 boys, grew up on a farm outside of Orange. Dad had no idea what as a farmer, he, even though he was from Wagga, played rugby league in Sydney, so he spent most of his time in Sydney, came out, had 5 boys, and he's like, what am I going to do? So he bought a farm and decided to build a vineyard. So it's all about this, not the struggles, but the celebrations of growing up in that kind of, in a small country town as well. And those people from Orange or who have been to Orange will recognise lots of little clues through the actual song. I never say it's Orange or geographic where it is, but it's I really, I've laced this whole song with lots of little clues, giving away the
I
town.
love
But
that.
in saying that too, though, you can also relate it to any town. I mean,
Yes,
and
that's
that's
right.
the cool thing about this song as well. So, and then obviously the film clip, I was like, what am I going to do with this? And then I dove back through all Mum's old footage on DVD and really tried to make the story come to life. And
Yes.
the first verse is just like still photos of like me and the boys, and then growing up and snowing and all this kind of stuff. And then as the song kind of progresses, it just goes back to old home videos. And
I love
then it was a really cool. So if you get a chance to check it out, make sure you go and let me know what you think too, because it's
absolutely.
I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, I remember that made me think of my childhood. We used to do this and ride motorbikes." And
It definitely does.
had a lot of fun writing it and also making the video.
Yeah. And actually, for you guys that are watching, in the top of the comments is the link directly to the video. So when we're finished our live, check it out and let us know in the comments if you haven't already seen it, what you think about it and whatever it makes you think of when you watched it. Be great to hear your memories and your thoughts of what it reminds you, because it does. It reminds me of growing up and driving the car around the paddocks and all the stuff that we got to do as kids growing up in a small town.
That's
It's
good. I
just
like
a really fun story.
the first scene is like me and my brothers pretending to fight on a trampoline with no sides and
No things around the edges. Yeah, you don't see
we,
that anymore, do you?
No, there's a video on there, like me and my brothers on the back of Dad's plough, like so dangerous. If one of us fell around, but when they're putting potatoes and it was such a I grew up in a beautiful era where we lived outside and on a farm with my brothers, and so it was I really enjoyed this song.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good era to grow up in, wasn't it? We were very lucky.
We were lucky. We didn't realize it then, but we look back now and we're like, God, we had a good.
Yeah. We're almost that last generation coming through where we do spend time outside and not have computers and phones and things to grow up with. We didn't have that level of technology, so you made your own fun and did all sorts of things. But we were very spoiled. You're sitting there with your guitar. Would you still like to do a song for us?
Yeah, if you want to, I'll do a little bit of this town for you.
All right. Well, I will give you the room and let you enjoy that.
I'm going to do a slower acoustic version of it because the CD version is quite big and performing.
It is very yes. I'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Grew up in a town on some old farmland. The mum and dad built us a life with their bare hands. One of 5 boys, we worked every day, but we didn't know it any other way. Then we go to school on a cold winter's day and pray for snow so we could skip and play. Kissing girls behind that old shooting range. And Friday Arvos, that was hard to explain. This town's built upon a heart of gold. We'll light a fire when it gets bloody cold. This town's where you find a wink and smile, where people come and they stay a while. The street of summer and a royal blue, the sacred place where we're graduate to. 786 along that old March Road, the place we built and now we call it our home. Head to the bar on a Friday night, the chances are we'd end up in a fight. Drive to the lake or the mountain top and enjoy the view from this volcanic rock. This town's built upon a heart of gold, with a light of fire when it gets bloody cold. This town's where you find a wink and smile, where people come and stay a while. The street of summer and a royal blue, the sacred place where we're graduate to. 786 along that old March Road, the the place we built, and now we call it our home. Oh, oh, These towns built upon a heart of gold, light a fire when it gets bloody cold. These towns where you find a wink and smile, where people come and stay a while. The street of summer and a royal blue, a sacred place where we're at journey to. 786 along that old March Road, the place we built and now we call it our home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you. It is a Cole Clark there, guys.
It is. Yeah, I was going to say we had a question about the guitar. It's a beautiful guitar one. I love that song. I've been lucky enough to have heard that a few times now, and I just it's just such a nice thought and memories as you play.
It's just literally just a trip down memory lane. Yeah, and the film clip really puts that story to life. So go check it out.
It definitely does. Now, where can we keep an eye on where you're playing and what shows you've got coming up? Have you got many left for the year, or you're having a bit of a break?
Oh, look, I'm having a little bit, but I've had the biggest month ever. So, but look, if you follow my socials, jameskeith.au, Instagram, Facebook, I'm pretty active on that. I like to put a lot of stories and things like that up there. So yeah, check out my socials. It's on the screen there now. I've got lots and lots of things in the pipeline. I've been working, with Alex May. They're doing a heap of demos and songs in the background. I've got the album coming out in February, which I'm really, really excited about. And I can't wait for you to check it out, guys. And then I'm just planning the future. But as I said, I'm not doing this for fame or fortune. I just love, I honestly just love making music.
Yep, it's part of you, and I think it's one of those things that you can't not do if it's part of you. Definitely.
Yeah, it is. It's just so I'm happy. I love doing what I'm doing, and if people want to come along and enjoy the journey, then by all means come and do it, because it's going to be a fun one. It's just a start, and I'm just I love it.
Absolutely, I love that. Nadine's popped in her memories of kids climbing to the back of the truck and riding down the dirt roads. It does. It reminds me of going on the back of the ute down to the river to go fishing, and just all the things that we were lucky enough to get to do. And Kayleen said you're on the Blues Cruise in Mildura. That would be amazing. Let us know how it goes, Kayleen. Thank you for popping in quickly, because I know how busy you are.
Cool.
It is so good. It's so good to actually have you back on the show and get to see you properly.
Yes, I know.
It feels like it's been ages. You and I just we do so much, and then we get to that point where we're just crazy busy. But I'm always in the background watching what you're up to and seeing it, and it's just every weekend seeing you getting on that stage. It's been amazing. If anybody wants to get some merch, is the best spot to go and have a look on your website? Because I know you've
jump on our website, which is just www.jameskeith.au, and then basically all my merch it's got "Life is Good Today," and I just love it. And
I love that.
I've honestly sent merch over to England. I've had a couple of mates, people over there buy merch, and I'm happy to send it anyway. I just if I can spread a good message, then it makes me so happy. So, and the merch is pretty cool too.
It is. I'm actually looking at your hat. I've got it over there hanging on the edge of the bed. I was like, I should have brought that over with me. But I love your merch. And I tell you what, the t-shirts are really good quality too. They're a lovely material. And they wash really well.
I should
They
have
are.
worn actually. I'm
Yeah, I know. I
representing
was
another
thinking
band,
that
but I should
too.
have
Mine's
worn
on
this
the
one.
clothes horse. It's hanging on the clothes horse next to the iron. And Jen, I love Jen saying that picking mulberries in the chook pens of her grandma's. It reminds her of doing that. It's just, it's one of those songs. It doesn't matter whether you don't recognize the area, but it just makes you think back. And I think that's the magic of music, being able to do that, remind people of things that make them feel good and on the happy times.
That's it. If you can connect with someone, like through that or through an experience, it just brings up a really good memory. And a lot of those actual, video clips are, on the back of the truck and on the back of the motorbikes and stuff like that. Is it just if it can trigger someone's memory and make them smile, then the song's done its job.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what music's all about. And we just got a comment. Hi from Rome, Italy. Oh my gosh, is it what time is it over there? It must be late, surely, or really early. It feels late here. I'll tell you what, I'm tired tonight. It feels late tonight for me. And it's not really, is it? We've got to remember though, daylight savings happens this weekend, as well as the grand finals. Now, are we going to say who you're going for in the grand finals? We've got AFL and the rugby.
Well, look, it's not really. I mean, this is one of the teams where I'm not actually a fan of both teams, but Uncle did play for Penrith, so they're a clinical side. But in saying that, I am in Brisbane at the moment, so I might, if they win, I might jump on the bandwagon.
It'll be a lovely atmosphere if they do, won't it?
Yeah, well, they've got both grand finals, actually. The AFL's up here too.
Yes, exactly. And are you into AFL as well, or not really as much?
Oh, no, I don't watch that, but I told you I'll jump on any bandwagon I can, so
exactly
go to the Lions.
You're right. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Go to the Lions, 100%. I think that it's been a while since they were like at that point. I think it's lovely to see them doing well. And as long as it's a good close game, I don't mind. I love a grand final that keeps you into it on the edge of your seat, unless it's your team, and then it's a little bit harder to handle the tight games, doesn't it? But it's all about fun.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good weekend of games. So hopefully, hopefully they're both good games. And I mean, as you said, that's all you want at the end of the day. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's KISS. They're the AFL team. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
That's going to be fantastic, definitely. No, I can't wait. I love the grand final. It's always a good day, and I think it's a bit like the memories that your song brings back. It just brings back happy times where you've got barbecue, nice day, and just in times with friends enjoying it.
You're right. It's always a great weekend.
It is. Well, I know that you've got more interviews and things tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Just before we go again, guys, remember, current single for James is This Town. If you want to scroll to the top of the comments, you can actually see it is the very first one. I made sure it was the first one I put in the comments, is the video for This Town. So have a look at that. It is a great video to watch. James has got so much coming up. You can pre-order his album on his website as well. And if you want to get a t-shirt or a hat or a merch, jump over there and have a look, because it's really lovely merch. And James, I can't wait to catch up with you in person, but we have to have a proper catch up.
It's been too long, Danny. We need to catch up.
We'll definitely catch up in Tamworth. It'll be great fun. We have to sort out some tickets for things, don't we? But no, thank you for joining us again, and thanks, Jules, for always sending us through your artists. We really love always working with your artists. It's always such a professional time, and we have a great time when we're live. So thank you, and thank you everybody for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely pleasure, Danny. Thank you so much for everyone who joined in.
Anytime. You are show number 401 tonight.
I'll take it. Very, very proud of that. Thank you everybody for tuning in and listening too. I really appreciate your time, and I honestly do that. So thank you very much, and hope you're all well.
Thank you. We'll see you guys all next week. Have a great week. Stay safe.
See you later.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.